Hello humans, Master Dinnerflax here. Today I'm going to be showing you some of the most degenerate garbage you've ever seen, and fortunately, it's not Zodiacs. It's Infernity! Yay! Okay, so pretty much I wanted to play this. I'm kind of back into Yu-Gi-Oh, but not at the level I used to be where it's like all day, every day. So the reason I even came back was because I needed to find something to do. I've, a lot of stuff has happened, which is why we haven't been posting in a million years. Some stuff happened, and I did some things, and I learned some things, and I got some things done, and then things happened, and here we are. So, you're looking at this and like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Dislike the video, unsubscribe. And I agree with you. So I'm going to get into this deck profile. It is Infernity. This With the new link mechanic, this will be the last time you can ever play Infernity well again. It doesn't matter if you have 3 launchers, 3 Arcfiend, 3 Barrier. It will never be a great deck again because of the extra deck restriction. So let's just go into this. We got the boy. We got shitty substitute for when you need to search a level 4 off the boy, but you just need to search a level 4 off the boy. And there are a few combos with this. And if not, you can just Pendulum summon it or toss it in the grave and get it with Necromancer or Launcher. Speaking of Necromancer, to the other boy, this guy's really good because it makes rank 4s and it searches traps when it does it. 3 Armageddon Knight, 3 Dark Grepher, 3 Armageddon Knight because it tosses stuff, and then 3 Dark Grepher because it tosses stuff. So, Dark Grepher is actually a little bit better. Mainly with more of the Soul Charge plays. If you have Soul Charge, you could have 5 Armageddon Knights, and it's not as good as 1 Dark Grepher most of the time, because a lot of the time, if you have Soul Charge, sometimes you'll be like tossing an Armageddon Knight and dumping into the grave from your deck a Summoner Monk, and you just Soul Charge, and you just make ridiculous plays from there. But without the Soul Charge, it is a little underwhelming. If you draw a Stygian, you want Grepher because you're gonna discard the Stygian, drop the Eris, and go on. That's pretty much the duality between these two. This one's very extreme, a little bit more powerful in the field, but Armageddon just has more precision and is live almost always. So that's the link between them. And Armageddon you can draw as your only monster and be fine. Grepher is not the same case. 310 Goldfish because the very first play you want to make is make a rank 4. 2 level 4s on the field. Very first play. I have 3 Instant Fusion, 2 Summoner Monk, and 310 Goldfish. You need to get a 2 level 4s on field as soon as possible. It doesn't really matter how, you just need to do it. And I'm going to show you very soon why. 2 Stygian to just dump your shit, and then summon Fiends from your hand. Like when you summon Archfiend through like a Pendulum summon, you have this, you're going to search Necromancer, use Archfiend for material, Necromancer, all that shenanigans. 2 Summoner Monk, I already explained. Like if you draw a Summoner Monk, Soul Charge, and 1 Infernity Trap and 2 spells, you cannot lose that game. You actually just can't. If you lose that game, you're bad, and you should just quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Shatner will tell you all about this because he doesn't play this. Eris, it's really bad to draw, but when you don't draw it, it's incredibly powerful when you don't draw it. Uh, the scales and this. So you've probably seen this already. And you're like, yeah, I know exactly what to do. For those of you who don't know, your first play needs to be 2 level 4s. You make this guy normally, and then you detach to search 1 scale. Then you overlay this on top of that, and then that on top of that, which is on top of that, as your first pseudo XC, and then you search the other scale. That's pretty much how you pendulum summon, and then we're done with that crap. You put an actual good card over them. And then Blue Cat, because we don't have the red one, whatever it is. And you're pretty much just dumping this. If you already have one of these, you're just going to search this as your second target, and you're just going to pendulum summon it. And because this is in scale, you could just revive a level 4 out of your grave for an extra XZ, which is pretty good. And Drancia could even pop this, so sometimes you could get like double utility out of this, which is really good. 3 Allure because draw, 3 Instant Fusion because Norden, 3 Twin Twister because you go first and it's a spell for Summoner Monk. And if you go second, you lose. So 3 Twin Twister. Regeki because it's a spell for Summoner Monk. Launcher because it's launcher. Upstart because you just wanna draw combos. You don't want anything else. Rhoda because it's anything you want. Soul Charge because if you draw this, you win. You can't lose. If you lose, you're bad. Quit arguing with me. And then Foolish really helps with instant fusion when you really don't have anything. Or like if you just have the hand, Foolish is just going to win you the game even further. Traps, 2 break, 1 barrier. Not only have there been combos where I get to search 3 traps, but there have been a lot of cases where I just need to search another trap just to get a little more utility out of my Arc Fiend. And like, it's okay if you get the combo. It's totally fine to draw either of these 3. You'll just search 2 of them. It's really bad if you're drawing a lot of these and nothing else. That's when it gets bad. But I figure that it's more powerful to have the option for a third trap than it is to possibly lose a few games because you drew one more trap than you needed. It was just the third trap has come up more and helped me more than it has hurt me, but it has hurt me. That's just the gamble of the game. And it's not like if you play 1 or 2 traps, it's not like you're never going to draw them. You're still going to draw them. It's just you just sometimes you'll find you'll need it. And then endless floodgate, whatever. It's like Zodiac and that. You play this because Zodiacs are almost all under 15. Extra Norden, 2 Diamond Dire, to pop your own stuff so you can keep summoning Arcfiend and getting more traps. Master Key to detach Arcfiend and then protect Barrier because this there have been a lot of cases where I needed 2 XZ with 3 level 4s just to clear my field for more plays. And like you'll detect, especially when there's an Arc Fiend on field, you're just going to make this detached Arc Fiend, pick something out of their hand, give them 1 less card to deal with your board, which is already going to be impressive. So it's just going to be that much harder. And then you're going to summon that Arc Fiend again and go crazy. And then 2750 is also pretty formidable. Castel because detach both materials and then put something of your own back in your own extra deck. Nightmare because if you already drawn this, you it's like when you can't use Rafflesia, you make Nightmare, and Nightmare's kind of good on its own. Like there have been a lot of times where I've just like had the nuts, need to XE, and like I could end with a Nightmare and then still have I could have all 5 monsters on board, including an Arcfiend and just 4 XEs, and it's just 3 traps, and it's just like you can't really. It's really really hard to deal with that. Dweller to detach and then draw a phase, shotgun it because kaiju's. I already explained this. Levier, pretty obvious. When you have 2 necromancers, or sometimes when you use soul charge for an Eris, there are a few combos that do need that Levier. And it's even better with soul charge because a lot of the time you're going to cast still that own Levier back into your extra deck when you grab this and an Arc Fiend. You're going to soul charge and just get some more advantage. And this really, really, really should be an F-Zero, but I'm an idiot and I don't, and I isn't. So that's pretty much the deck. Thank you all for watching. It was like I was saying, I'm playing this because Infernity will not be around for much longer, and I want to play one of my favorite decks of all time. Everyone else hates it and thinks it's degenerate. Well, they can go fuck themselves because they're also playing Zodiacs, which also use no interaction, so that's fine. But thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Dinnerflax will take your soul.